Hey, Petrie here at Digital Health Live in San Francisco for the Digital Summer Summit. I'm here with Aidan Petrie. He's the Chief Innovation Officer for Ximedica. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks.
So we just had a great panel called Get Smart Strategies and Sound Decision Making. What does that mean?
It was really about how product developers and app developers need to understand the regulatory field the lay of the land ahead of them so that they can make good decisions and move their product through quickly without getting tripped up by guidelines from the FDA that may or may not be in place at any one time.
So people who are here don't know your background or Ximedica. What do you guys do?
We help companies commercialize technologies that are in the medical space. So we're a regulated company, and they typically fold their technology under our quality system, which allows them to move further, faster, and get clearance from the FDA in a timely manner. So we're an efficiency model essentially.
So Brad was talking about the regulations that are coming up and changing, and how to avoid landmines coming up here to keep your product in line with compliance.
The FDA gives guidelines, and those guidelines will be enacted upon. They say this is what we're likely to do in the future. So you get some time to then align with those, but they also have some gray areas, particularly with mHealth, which haven't necessarily been they haven't made a decision on, and so at that point a company has to decide really what its intent is, and our advice tends to be wax conservative, because more than likely they are going to do take a position that you will be within if you're going to have value with your product. But the other thing we talked about was that following regulations is in itself for the patient population a good thing, because apps and devices are designed well. They're designed to be safe, and they're designed to work, and that's really what the FDA is all about.
So then, what's the price difference going one way versus the other route?
It's a lot. I mean, the time and money goes into the paperwork and the verification and validation process. So it could be 3x what a non-regulated product would be. So it's a significant cost, but I think there are benefits that come with that as well.
So we had Rock Health here earlier, and if you were to advise an early stage startup, maybe two people met in the green room today and decided to do a deal, what would be your guidance to them, and what is the flow, and what's the time frame?
I think to be aware of and address things like the FDA or the regulatory path early, so that you know what you're getting yourself in for. A lot of times companies are technology driven, but there's a whole bunch of other things that need to be done beside the technology to make sure that the business model is successful eventually.
So you're growing rapidly right now.
Yes, yeah. No, we've grown about 50% this year, and that's it. We're in the right space, and we have a good value for startups.
So in this world of mobile devices merging with hardware and software, where are we in the grand scheme of things? Are we in kindergarten still? Are we in first grade? Are we seniors?
I suspect we're in mass propagation, by which I mean that there's an awful lot of things happening. Some will go through, many will fall out. The good ones will make it. But I think as the technology is moving so fast that there is a time when many of the tasks that docs used to do will be able to be managed by certain levels of technology, big data crunching and all sorts of technologies coming out of the universities. So I think we're at the beginning, and I think we've got 10, 15 years of real development. Yeah.
So how do people get a hold of you?
They just ring me. They'll go to the website and Ximedica.com, Ximedica.com.
Okay, well, you're a great part of the digital family. It's always good to see you. So congratulations on being on the panel.
Thank you. Have a good day.